Hello everybody and welcome to SuttonsDaze. Today we are with Karen, who is with the food bank that we have been talking about here. This is the fundraiser that we started last Monday. I can't believe this happened inside of a week. And we wanted to give you the final total. We wanted to give you the final total because she promised she wouldn't look. But first, can you tell us a little bit about the food bank from you?
The Food Bank of Lincoln is part of a larger organization, the Alcona County Commission on Aging. I just started in this position back in May, but previously to me, it existed starting.
Is somebody calling?
No.
Oh.
Starting in about 2020,
Okay.
and it has grown. We currently serve on average a total of 300 to 400 households every month through 2 different giveaways. We do a monthly what's called appointment pantry. I have a list of households, mostly senior citizens, that I call and say, okay, we're doing another giveaway. This is your date and time. They come here to our building and we give them a box of food. We also do a monthly pop-up. I order a truckload of food from the Food Bank of Eastern Michigan. They bring it up to our location, and we unload the truck, box it up into boxes, and people will drive up and we'll put the box in their car and they go home.
Okay.
As well as we have here in our building a pantry so that anyone within the county or even outside the county that contacts us and says, I'm out of food, they can come in or we can arrange to get it delivered to them, a box of food. Generally, a box of food is enough to feed a family of 4 for a week.
Okay.
If they call me and tell me I've got 10 people in my household, then we will make the box according to the family size.
Gotcha.
We are under the guidelines of the USDA, and part of the overall Feeding America program.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. And have you seen an increase in the need?
I've not seen an increase in the need. It's been pretty consistent.
Okay.
What I have seen is an increase in the number of non-seniors
Okay.
in the line. The seniors have always been pretty consistent, as I anticipated. I did not anticipate the number of younger families that, for whatever reason, they have to pay all the bills in the house. They have to have gas to get back and forth to work.
Right.
And they really are struggling in terms of food because that's the only adjustable
Right.
kind of expense that they have.
Right. And as we all know, the cost of food has gone up exponentially.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gotten really bad. Okay, so we started this last Monday, and as they know, my goal was to get 2 trucks, which is $2,400.
Correct.
Pardon me. When we got home on Wednesday, I checked the fundraiser, and with a little bit of energy I had left, she's laughing because she knows how much it kicked our butts. I checked the fundraiser, and we did an additional video teasing one of my online friends because let me tell you what happened here is during my live show that happens on Mondays, this is when we did the fundraiser, and
Right.
that was the goal for the $2,400. And towards the end of that, my friend came in. His name's Rudy, and a lot of people know him as Alaska Prepper on YouTube. And he came in, and when he saw what we were doing, he totally donated $1,200. Okay. So, they're used to it. I've been crying through this whole thing. Anyway, So I was just tears. I don't cry on Monday Night Live. They know that. But you know, we did that. So Wednesday, when I got back from when we got back from this, I checked the total and went, oh crud, another box of Kleenex. We were at, I think it was, we had to raise $800 more to get to 4 truckloads.
Right.
Right. And I was flabbergasted. And so I put out a thing saying, you know, Alaska Prepper made me cry, and so did a whole bunch of you. And then he ran with it also on his channel, unbeknownst to me, and said what I was doing. And he put a link to it also. So when we closed it out Friday at 5 p.m., that was our total.
Oh my god. My husband laughed so hard at me when I told him about it.
Thank you.
We raised $15,701 in 5 days. I could not have done this without those people and Rudy, and that is that's over a year's worth of trucks. I know. I've been doing it for a solid week. I printed off a couple different pages for you, but we had a couple of people, Sandra and Linda, who donated, let's see, $1,200 and $1,001 because she wanted to beat Rudy. We had Rudy who donated $1,000, and we had my friend Cascadia Dispatch who donated $620. We've got $500, $400, $350. You know, and literally anything from $5 and up, whatever people could afford to donate. And this card, because she lives in Michigan, she sent some cash. So I'm just passing that right over to you. But yeah, that. Okay, you're doing better than me because I normally turning it. I'm a blubbering idiot. Okay, and Phil's even tearing up behind the camera. There you go. So Lenny has to do his thing on his end to receive the funds. It could take 15 to 45 days, but yes, these people raised $15,701 for the food bank.
Thank you. I have always believed in the goodness of the average American person. I have been blessed to see it in action in my own life and in the lives of my friends here in Michigan. And I was ecstatic on Wednesday when you told me there was $4,000. I was just ecstatic.
There's no words. Yeah, I know. I was blown away. I started out with $2,400. I went up to $48,000. And this was never.
This is
beyond
my.
I did mention how you
expectation,
fundraise.
Idea, thought.
Right. I did mention how you fundraise on a wing and a prayer every single month. So this will help
immensely.
Okay, so here we're going to show you the magical world of the food pantry, which
this is our food pantry.
Is much more empty than it was the day that Phil and I volunteered. But there is one freezer here. And then what do you want to say about the food pantry?
We have a freezer upstairs in our building. And we use both.
Mm-hmm.
I generally try to keep this one full and that one as the backup, but sometimes they're both the original.
As we learned.
Unfortunately, this building used to be a school, and it is not handicap accessible. It has got a lot of stairs, so it can be quite challenging
Yeah.
to get items from upstairs or the front of the building down here to where we're working. We don't have a lot of space.
I want you all to picture this room with 3 to 4 grown women in it trying to fill boxes.
That
yeah.
one is making.
Right.
We generally keep our boxes folded flat. There's some on top of the freezer that
Yep.
you can see. And so we have one person that does nothing but create boxes.
Right.
Which the community has been wonderful and will give us large cardboard boxes. This food here is food that we have purchased. And as I said before, we try to make sure that every box of food that goes out contains enough food for a family of 4 for 7 days. Proteins, fruits, vegetables, grains, dairy. So a lot of stuff is canned, and we have some high shelves.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
nooks and crannies, and we try to be efficient and use all the space we have.
These are great shelves, just in case you were wondering what to get me for Christmas next year. Okay. Okay, everybody. So this is Karen, and I want to thank you once again from the bottom of my heart for making this possible. You've had me in tears for a week, and that's a heck of a feat. And and we got Karen to cry, so I'm good. I'm not alone.
No.
And we got
no.
Phil to cry, so I know I'm totally not alone. Did you want to say anything on?
Just thank you. I know what it is to be on both sides of this issue. I'm not afraid to say that I was a single parent raising 3 children, and there were lots of times that we would go to the food bank and get a box of food and plan menus around what was in our box. One time we went to a mobile pop-up and we happened to be blessed with a bag full of limes. We found out that limeade works like Kool-Aid. It's
Yes, it
really
does.
good. I love to see the people, especially my seniors, that come in and are very hesitant, even though they are in need, to take a box because they don't want to take from someone else that would be in need. You have made it so that I can bless them all and really bless them and help them so that they're not going, okay, well, we can have mashed potatoes and corn, but they can actually have a meal. Not just at Christmas, not just at Thanksgiving when we as society think about things like this.
Right.
But in the middle of February, when there's snow up to our bums and it's ugly outside, I can make sure they have something warm and nutritious to feed.
Thank you for doing what
Thank
you
you.
do. Thank you for doing what you do. I'm not crying, you're crying. So there. Thank you. I don't have adequate words. I do not have adequate words for what you did as a community to help the community where we live, to help all of these families that need assistance. There are no words. We've seen firsthand the help that it does, the good that it does, and the need for it. And I appreciate you more than I'll ever be able to convey. So thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts for all of the help that you did in far surpassing the goal that I had originally set. I never want to seem like I'm coming to you with my hand out all the time. I don't. This was something that was near and dear to my heart, and I thought I was asking a lot, asking for 2 months to help me raise 2 months worth of food. And then, wow, 4 months. And then you all blew me away with 12 months worth of food for the food pantry. You're amazing people, absolutely amazing people. If you can, contact your local food pantry and see how you can help, how you can be of assistance to your community. More and more people today are going to need help than they have in a very long time. We're living through a dumpster fire. We are. But we will make it out with the help of each other. We are stronger together than we are separate. And you have proven that to me again and again. And you've proven it to me again today. Thank you very much. I'm not crying, you're crying.